Hello, welcome to Connie Talk, and this is Connie Lang. Today, we are delighted to invite Mr. Yazrin Syakhairi, who is the consul under the trade section of the Consulate General of Malaysia in Hong Kong, MATRADE, which is the main role to promote Malaysian products and services in Hong Kong and Macau. Yazrin was previously stationed in MATRADE's office in the Ho Chi Minh City, covering the Indochina sub-region comprised Vietnam, Cambodia, and Laos. After his arrival in Hong Kong, Yazrin has been intensifying efforts to promote Malaysian capabilities in various segments, including Islamic finance, renewable energy, halal, and medical and healthcare. He has been actively engaging the government bodies, local chambers, as well as business associations, international procurement centers, financial institutions, and enterprises to pitch on Malaysian capabilities. Welcome, Yazrin, to join our interview today.
Thank you, Connie.
Thank you. So without further ado, let's get into our program, and I'll ask you some questions.
Sure, will do.
Yeah, delighted to have you here.
Thank
Can
you.
you tell us more about the role as the Consul Trade of MATRADE in Hong Kong and your office main responsibilities?
Okay, thank you again, Connie, for inviting me for the event. Technically, we are the focal point for any Malaysia government initiative in terms of the trade and business. We'll be the secretariat for any official visit conducted by the cabinet ministers, the ministries and the bodies coming to Hong Kong. We are also having the stakeholders of the importers and the local distributors that are trying to source for various kind of products and services, from the industrial goods, intermediate goods, as well as the consumer products. Of course, Malaysia being a trading nation, we are currently also focusing much on our services, and we feel that Hong Kong is a long-term friend of Malaysia, and we are more than happy to share more with Hong Kong for the not only for the domestic market but for the region as well.
Oh, that's very nice. So how long have you been stationed in Hong Kong?
I've been here for slightly less than 2 years,
Okay.
but it has been a very wonderful journey for me.
That's good.
Hong Kong has been really kind to me, and I can see how the sector has opened up since the pandemic, and how as of the moment we can see a lot of activities and events happening in Hong Kong. So it gets me really excited to see all this development.
That's good, and I'm sure like now is the end of 2023, and with the few years more coming up, I'm sure you'll be intensifying your promotional efforts in different sectors, right?
Yes, that's true. That's true. Next year, 2024, will mark another important year because Malaysia and China will be celebrating our 50th year anniversary of the bilateral relation.
That's very good to hear, and I'm sure the relationship will get better and better in future.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah.
So could you share your previous experience and portfolio in export promotions, particularly in the ASEAN and Oceania and the European Union markets?
What I can see is different markets, different countries have different characteristics.
Yes.
The first thing that we should avoid is assuming the practice that is done back in your home country or in a particular market is the same globally.
Cannot stereotype.
No,
you mean?
we should not. We should avoid doing that.
Yeah, for sure.
We should embrace the differences in terms of regulations, in terms of practices and consumer behavior in the respective markets. And from there on, you can see how different and how beautiful it is, different region and different market, and the justification behind why certain industry or products are really in trend or in demand for a certain country or market. So covering different region or sub-regions throughout my career has helped me first to understand on different requirement and characteristic of the region, and secondly to also prepare myself for the new assignment that will be given to me.
Oh, so where will you be going afterwards? I'll be curious.
Yeah. So it's also a question for me as well. So I'm looking forward to learn as much as possible. For me, the learning process doesn't really stop.
Well, which is good. And for that, it gives you the international perspective that you can help Malaysia to promote better in different regions around the world.
Yes, yes, that's true. I always have this stand whereby I have to study a particular region or market before I'm assigned officially, or I start I assume the position taking care of the market. Let's say, for example, for Hong Kong. So I have to do my reading and studies. What are big in Hong Kong? What are so important? What should we avoid? What are the normal practices? What are the do and don'ts? So these are the points that always enthusiast me to learn about new markets.
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
That's good to hear. So Yazrin, how was your experience in the transport and logistics industry contribute to your current role?
Okay, basically in our organization, the transport portfolio will cover or encompass several industry such as automotive, rail, maritime, as well as the aerospace and aviation segment or sector. However, there's another important segment in this portfolio covering on logistics, whereby this has enabled me to understand how logistics is so crucial, especially in international trade.
Yes.
We can see during the pandemic how logistics is an important factor whether can decide you can take up a certain order or not, because the logistics cost has been going up the ceiling.
Yes.
And how it has stabilized and again open up the opportunity back for the suppliers and all the companies to look into the opportunities globally after it has stabilized.
Yeah, so to lead on from this discussion, I want to ask you, what are the special segment or industry that you have been promoting in Hong Kong? Let's say such as Islamic finance, renewable energy, halal, and medical and healthcare?
Okay.
Maybe?
Okay. I guess I'll just zoom in into several of them because for me it's a continuous process that we are currently working on. Sometimes it's not within the plan, but as we go along, then we find that there's a gap whereby it should be resolved and there's opportunities that will arise. Okay, first maybe perhaps I could highlight on the initiative that we are currently doing on Islamic finance. Again, Malaysia, we are complementing what Hong Kong has already been known of as one of the world's biggest financial centers. And we can see that there's a lot of initiative done by the Hong Kong government to promote customers and investors from the Middle East and from ASEAN to come to Hong Kong to park their asset, to invest and whatnot.
The Hong Kong family office
yes,
concept.
True. That's true. So Malaysia, we are not competing as a whole in that sector. However, we would like to share, and we have been telling the government sector as well as the private sector players that we can share our expertise on the Islamic finance, comprising on issuance of sukuk, introducing the Islamic banking products, maybe just putting the takaful product in the markets, because once all these investors and clients come to Hong Kong, they will need all this.
Yes, for sure.
And that time, when you tell them that, please come, we are ready, we have all that here, that will smoother the process and it will become faster than what you have planned.
Well, I would think that the Islamic market is getting bigger and bigger, and with that, to get Hong Kong well equipped and get prepared for the upcoming is very important. So what you're saying is very good as well.
Yes, true. I guess the Islamic finance market value in 2022 was around 2.2 trillion USD, and it is forecasted to grow until 4.9 trillion USD in 2025.
More than double.
Yes, in 3 years' time.
Right.
So that's how big it is, and it's contributed mainly by the increase of the Islamic bond, or they call it sukuk.
Sukuk.
Yeah.
Well, if there's good investment opportunity, I'm sure that money will go there.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. Great to hear that. So how do you engage with government bodies, local chambers, business association, and international procurement centers to promote Malaysian capabilities?
Okay. I always believe that building relationship is important.
Yes, for sure. Like what we are doing right now.
Yes, true, Connie. And for you to build relationship, it's not overnight.
Yes.
You have to be sincere. You
Yes.
have to be easygoing, and you have to be supportive, and vice versa. Then perhaps you will receive the reciprocal treatment from the other party.
For sure.
For
It's
me,
mutual.
yeah. For me, I have tried my best as much as possible to be there. So this is something that I would like to build throughout my assignment in Hong Kong. So it's not only building getting more acquaintances, but building more friends.
Yes.
So
for sure.
I would like to see that even after my assignment here, this relationship will continue as we can do a lot more together.
Well, I would say that you're representing the country. So with the good ground that you're building or of enhancing the existing relationship, your successors will also further elaborate on that. So as to build the good relationship
Thank you.
between Hong Kong and Malaysia as well as China, like for the long term.
Yes.
Yes. So
true.
your good work is definitely being well regarded.
I hope so.
For sure.
So I'm looking forward to meeting more people. For me, that is one of my personal interests, to meet people. I always find that there's always something at the end of the tunnel.
Yes.
Usually you meet people, you don't really have a specific objective.
At first.
But, yeah, at first. But towards the end, you know that, oh, actually it's something unique and something that is natural. You know?
Right.
At the end of the day, you know that each and every one of us has our own unique role.
For sure.
Yes.
For sure. Totally. Yeah, I'm already thinking about some events that I want to invite you to come.
Oh, great.
Which will be coming up. Let's do it. Let's do that after the interview.
Let's do that. Yeah.
So can you share share any past, current, and future collaborations or partnerships that you have facilitated between Malaysian businesses and entities in Hong Kong or Macau?
Okay. I think for the past 1.5 year to 2 years, we have been doing a lot of engagements in many industries involving a lot of enterprises and cut across sectors. Why cut across sectors? Because this is another unique element or characteristic of Hong Kong.
Right. Well, being very multicultural
Yes,
and
correct.
international
Yes.
city.
There's quite a number of international procurement centers as well as the global sourcing offices
Right.
located in Hong Kong. And these entities, they are serving not only the domestic market, but are also serving the market beyond Hong Kong.
Yes.
They are serving the Americas market, Northern continent and the Latin America. They are serving the European market and whatnot. But they are located in Hong Kong. They have all the characteristic and it cut across multiple kind of products. I might not be able to highlight the name of the companies, but let me just give an example. Perhaps I can highlight during the visit of our international investment, trade and industry minister of Malaysia to Hong Kong back in April. We have officially announced the partnership that involve the introduction of our offices between two important parties involved in the industrial good manufacturing, whereby it involves the supply of the processed aluminium ingots, which is an intermediate goods, for the Hong Kong companies to produce a very important products, I would say, food packaging products to the top global clients that are located all over the country, all over the world, sorry. So this is just one of the examples that what we are currently doing and how we translate it, not only introducing between parties that we know, but we are also targeting some of this introduction will really make the desired outcome, whereby both parties will meet their objective. The other party maybe are looking to increase their manufacturing, therefore they need to increase in terms of the sourcing of the intermediate or the ingredients. The other parties, of course, they would like to venture into a new market, and therefore they can learn new things and expand their portfolio. So these are the kind of things that we do day to day, and we will continue to do it because there's a lot of opportunities and demand that we can see in Hong Kong.
That's good. That's good. Well, and the important thing of good collaboration is to benefit all the stakeholders, that they all take some good things out of the relationship.
True, yes, I do agree with that.
Another angle to ask you more questions. So, what speaking engagements or events have you been involved in, and how do they contribute to promoting Malaysian capabilities?
Okay, for this question, I would say that first things first, I always gauge the speaking engagement that I am participating in terms of the benefit for the audience. What will be the benefits of the audience? So I can summarize that I have been involved with quite a number of engagement, which the recent one was organized last week in terms of sharing on the fundamental or practices of the Islamic finance in Malaysia, and how did we do it over the past decades through the legal group in Hong Kong. I have also been involved as a speaker to share more about halal industry, which I always stress in my presentation that halal market, industry and opportunity is not only for Muslims. It's a business opportunity that we should capitalize, and it worth trillion of dollar USD. So I invite the Hong Kong enterprises to also capitalize on this opportunity in halal, and how is the simplest or other options that they can consider, how to embark on the journey, and it's not impossible. Okay. And other than that, I was also involved in the engagement talking about the opportunities and the development of the franchise industry.
Yes.
It's another industry that you should requires you to understand about some other industry before you can speak about, because it gathers a few industry under one branding called franchise.
Yes. Well, the past few years has not been easy for anyone globally.
Yes.
So everyone trying to look for new opportunities,
Yes,
right?
that's right.
And to ride on some good sectors that is worth to expand, and then to help people to understand more about that. I'm sure you're doing a good role in that.
I hope so.
For sure, for sure. So in 2022, Hong Kong was Malaysia's 9th biggest trading partner and remained in the top 10 trading partners list for many years already. So what are Hong Kong's advantage that has made Malaysian companies contribute to trade with the city and with its enterprises?
Okay, there's a lot of advantages that Hong Kong has.
Very important. We need to
Yes.
know that. We all need to know that.
Of course, everybody is saying that Hong Kong is the super connector that connects the east to the west.
Yes.
Other than that, Hong Kong is always known as an international trading port for many years, or maybe more than 100 years. And I would like to stress on the point that Hong Kong has a very efficient and transparent logistics system, port facility, and authorities. These are the plus point if you're talking about global trade. You don't want to get yourself a slightly higher margin in selling your products, but going through all the headache in terms of red tape and all the inconsistency in terms of regulations.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't see that happening in Hong Kong.
Good. Glad to hear that.
Frankly speaking, one of the roles that I'm looking into is to assist our Malaysian companies that are doing business in the area of coverage under my jurisdiction, which are Hong Kong and Macau. And normally or typically, we come across things that you call non-tariff barrier or issues that are happening because of things that are not really on paper. Throughout my stay in Hong Kong, I have been really blessed. So there isn't any such complaint or case happening, and it has enabled me to focus on some other important things.
Well, that's good.
So that is the beauty of Hong Kong from the eye, sincerely from an eye of a Malaysian that lives in Hong Kong as of the moment.
That's good. Glad to hear that. So that because Hong Kong's good, a well-established infrastructure that enables you to be able to do more riding on the existing system here.
Yes, true. So these are the things that I always tell the stakeholders that I have, the Malaysian companies. I always tell back to my friends in Hong Kong, you should really be proud of, as this is something that the international business community are really looking forward to have a very reliable and safe environment to do business.
Good. Also, thank you very much for your sharing, Yazrin. It's been very fruitful. So as a last note, what are your future plans and strategies for further enhancing trade relationship between Malaysia and Hong Kong?
Okay, technically we want to continue the close relationship that we have with the Hong Kong government and the Hong Kong business community.
Yes.
That is so important and that is our priority. Number two, we would like to explore how we can further explore on the mega projects and initiative like the Greater Bay Area, the Northern Metropolis, how we can also be part of the development and of such a big project. And to summarize all this, I would say that in moving forward, there will be three words how best we can describe Hong Kong.
So what are the three words? I am very curious.
Yeah, in terms of when we're talking about the business context. So number one, I would say that it's international.
Yes.
Number two, it's safe.
Safe. Yes, Hong Kong is being regarded as safest city in the world, literally.
And last but not least, it's the city of opportunities.
Oh, I love that. I love this phrase. Yeah. Which lays the good roads ahead for the cooperation.
True. So for me, these three words can best describe Hong Kong and why, in my opinion, it will continue to be a very important trading city, trading hub to link the east to the west, to be the super connector between the world and the Greater China as well as the GBA market. And it summarizes everything into a very beautiful and actual concept.
So we look forward to many good opportunities between Malaysia and
Likewise.
Hong Kong, as well as in China, for many more years to come.
Likewise, Connie. Likewise. We are looking forward to have a long-term and successful relationship with Hong Kong as well.
Thank you, Yazrin. That's very much appreciated.
You're welcome.
Thank you. So we hope you all enjoyed the discussion today. To learn more about the good trading relationship between Malaysia and Hong Kong. And until then, we'll see you more in our other interviews. And goodbye.